Wow, I think we're done. Wow. Let me just do that. It's been so long since I've live streamed. Hello, welcome. This live stream I just decided to kind of like put up. And kind of wanted to do it because I've been meaning to do it for some time actually, to do some live streaming of game development. And I thought it'd be a good time in these 2 weeks that I've got off university to do remake a game, or basically make a game that was one of my first games I played, one of my favourite games, which was called Smuggler's Run, made by Rockstar on the PlayStation. I think it was both on the PlayStation 2, Smuggler's Run and Smuggler's Run 2. They didn't make a third one, and it was around about the same time as Grand Theft Auto 3. So yeah, I've always wanted to kind of create something. It's a pretty easy game to do as well, and I can easily create something like a multiplayer, because multiplayer I don't think was a thing then. Or it was on PS2, so it was very difficult to do. And it was more of kind of like single player, and you could play it like all on the same screen, like a split screen, but that was it. So we'll also try and fit in some multiplayer aspects, and also have it of a split screen. I have kind of everything for it, LAN, and yeah. So best thing to do is to just start playing the game again. So this live stream is basically me playing it, but it's not just me playing the game. It'll be me assessing the game of how certain mechanics work, just that kind of thing. I'm just basically getting back into how Smuggler's Run works, because I don't want to be starting a game just going off my memory that's been about like 10 years ago since I played it. So let's get started. So we've got some desktop audio, just double checking everything's working. Everything's working nicely, right. So let's do some full ISO boot. We want to pick that one. Cool. What I'll do is I will move this over to here. Makes sense. Cool. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful to hear that again. PlayStation 2, man. It was my first console. It was my best console. Rockstar's got old thing. So I'm playing on an emulator, even though I do have a PS2 right next to me. But playing on an emulator is a lot better for me to do screenshots, because I can easily grab some screenshots and stuff and put it into a print log. That'll be way easier. Let's turn down the audio a little bit.
Input code.
Oh, you probably will be struggling to hear me anyway. Let me try and change something. Right, my property is coming from a certain thing. Let me change some stuff. You probably won't hear any desktop audio for a second. Very loud, sorry guys. That is probably like absolutely blasting your eardrums off. Let me know if there's anything I can do to fix it. Orcs. Make sure. Oh, orcs. That is one word. No, that's like completely dead. Orcs. Should be that one. That is the input one, but when that value is changed, it's not changing anything, is it? Interesting. When I bring this down, it should affect everything that I'm hearing, basically. Another problem again. Right, let me try again. Try that one. That one's up. Volume up. So it has to be that one. There's no other. Okay. I haven't even checked. Let me just check. Nothing else is working. Let me just check. You can hear me. Why does this sound like you guys can't hear me? It should have been like one of the first things I checked. Now doing it a little bit clever. Active, that's going through tracks. That should be working. You guys should be hearing me now. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Can you guys hear me at all? Am I like dead to the world? Going through OBS. If anything, it'd be going from OBS to Thingy would be having the issue. Let me close that down. Oh, hello? Hello? No, sounded like... Sound like I can hear myself. Hello? Maybe just things are like really... maybe just because it's really quiet. There we go. That's why. No, so it was working by the looks of it. Okay. We're getting there with stuff. Right. I'm trying to still figure out why me changing that volume is not changing anything. Virtual input. Oh, that's the input. The output? Dear man, that makes sense. I think. Okay. Basically, from the looks of stuff, we have that thing coming through this input on the virtual meter aux, and we need to edit B1. It's going to be B2 on that one. Okay. Let's play something, some audio. Let's play something of my stream or something. Sorry about this. I don't know why this audio is now playing up as well. I'm not doing a very good job, am I? It's just everything's been changed and what happens when you don't live stream for a very long time. Huh. My YouTube's taking a very long time. I'm getting some audio. Huh. There you go. Fuck that back, buddy. That'll kill it. Cool. I think I've just fixed the issue. So I can whack that quite high. I can then whack that quite high as well.
Yeah, I did.
Down there. I can whack that a little bit higher, maybe. Maybe a little bit. Yep, there we go. There we go. How's that?
Right.
That should sound really nice. There we go. How's that?
Right.
That should sound really nice. Okay. There we go. How's that?
Right.
How about now?
1940, right, okay,
Testing.
let's pull this back.
Testing the audio. 1, 2, 3. Testing the audio. 1, 2, 3. Things not working for me. Testing.
Okay, that was
background noise there. Testing.
Okay, that was
background noise there. Testing.
Okay, that was
background noise there. Testing. Right. I can go. Right, okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Right. Right, let's get it started up, huh? Jeez, this has been taking some time, hasn't it? System. We'll boot it fast. We've already booted it once today. So we've seen the PlayStation 2 logo. We've seen how cool it is. Cool. So this is me testing. So this is me testing. So this is me testing. Even that is just very loud. Okay, that's sounding a little bit better now. So if I put that back to how it was. Put it down for my little brain cells, so I don't have to hear all that. Cool, right. Little brain cells, so I don't have to hear all that. Cool, right. That can probably go up a little bit louder. So can probably my volume, my audio. Hello, testing. It also doesn't help. I'm having to talk quite quietly because it's very quiet. So can probably. Right, there we go. And I can probably turn it down a little bit. My end. Cool. You guys should be able to hear what I'm saying. Hopefully. Cool. You guys should be able to hear what I'm saying. Hopefully. Cool, that is the case. You guys. Oh, I didn't just take half an hour, did it? Fucking. Right. Let's go. Let's see what I remember of this game. That was painful. So what we'll do is we'll probably just play this just for a little bit, and then I will continue this tomorrow. Yeah, I'll continue tomorrow actually. I think we'll continue development. See what we can do. No. Do you want to format? Okay. Save name. We'll call it test. Accessing memory card. Awesome. That's now. Right, different mission stacks. Okay. Ooh, different vehicles, and obviously you'll like different vehicles the more you play, the more you complete the story. I think. We got automatic. Oh, you can have manual. Wow, I did not know about that. Obviously, I was very young, so manual would have not have been good for me. Oof, this noise on the front of the to make it look like a VHS kind of thing is awful on 4K monitor. Oof. Okay, this is some footage that's just got the VHS overlay. Lovely.
Who the hell are you?
Mr. Luger, I've heard much about you.
Where's the colonel?
Yes, the colonel thought it would be best if I met with you initially, just to make the proper arrangements.
The message was clear. If the colonel wants anything, he meets me personally, not send some errand boy.
Thank you very much. That was the colonel's intention. However, the present climate has forced the colonel to remain in Russia.
Fine. Get on with it.
Yes. The colonel would like to hire you and your exo colleagues to smuggle shipments from Russia into Georgia.
Colonel's been doing that for years. What does he need us for?
Yes. It seems the tides have turned. The colonel is no longer providing supplies to the FDF. He has a new client, a group named the Liberation Faction.
FTF's longtime enemy. Ship to anyone and everyone as long as the price is right. It's always been the colonel's motto.
Obviously, I would normally skip this, but trying to understand the backstory of what this game is about.
Yes. The colonel would like to initially present you with $2 million as a 10% retainer fee.
It's a boatload of money to throw around. Colonel must be doing well for himself. Listen, this better not be drugs. I'm not gonna spend 30 years in a Russian prison just so a couple of yuppies can snort that crap up their nose.
No, I promise you, the colonel will not meddle in such things. It is nothing of that sort. Contact Shorty, a Georgian border guard, shall make contact with you once you enter the region.
Well, looks like we're off to Russia. Now we'll see if you're as good as you think you are.
Ooh, audio a little bit choppy there. Yeah, this is literally just done in like Premiere Pro with like and then had like a After Effects, maybe like a noise over the top of it. Wow. Because this looks way better on my screen. Like this looks really good. This obviously didn't look as good like this on PS2 because this is upscaled slightly. This is running on my screen at 4K right now. What the hell? Oh god, it's not like normal driving, is it? Oh, this is disgusting. We played like this? Oh. This is shocking. God, we played games like this. Oh, that was supposed to be water, okay. Okay, that's cool. The bushes had collisions. That's interesting. See, that waypoint thing is beautiful. It really is. Okay. I think we could do that better. My total time is 38. My time bonus is cool. So I suppose we can leave that. We got a grenade, a speed, acceleration, handling, and weight.
Your last effort.
It's weird though because the buggy is not the buggy. The freaking controls are like awful. They're not like R2 to accelerate and like L2 to brake like a normal driving game like Dirt. It's very. We played games like this. Oh my god, they really didn't understand the controllers or how to use them back in the day. Like how to implement them into the game of triggers. Triggers used to be the thing of making it feel nicer. Obviously, that's come with the PlayStation 3 era, with them having like vibrations and stuff. Okay. I don't even know what the brake button is, so like this will be interesting. Did I just chuck it? No, I don't. I really don't know what that was, to be honest. Dude, they had like, wow. But actually, that's a that's hardly a thing that's done now, to be honest. I mean, that's pretty easy to be able to do. Pretty cool to be able to do as well. So you've got at the top of the screen there, you saw a mirror. So it's not a mirror, that's just basically a camera at the back of the vehicle that's attached. The camera. So obviously you've got two viewpoints. You've got the main viewpoint that you're looking at the car, and you've got another camera at the back of the car showing like a projection on a square that's on the user interface. That's basically, that's how I would do it. Grade is good. Okay. And obviously this was basic story things, basically just to get you interested, like basically just so it was shipped with the story. A lot of these, a lot of when I played it anyway was it was all like LAN party and on the same screen, split screen. We're driving. Frame 0 drop frames. As long as there's no drop frames, we're good. Follow that guy. Wow, this is very much like. It feels like this was like it's very similar to GTA 3. Where it was made. You can definitely tell this is made by like Rockstar North. I hope now I'm saying that it is made by Rockstar North and not like Rockstar New England or anything. I don't think New England was acquired at that point. God, the night vision really is just it's a freaking a green texture with loads of different lines on it. And obviously you just kind of tint the screen green with that. I think it even might be a video. It's like a PNG, like a GIF thing. But I don't know how they wouldn't have been able to do that though. So how would I? Maybe it's an image sequence. I'd do it as a PNG image sequence, I would. That sounds like more like them. They wouldn't have been able to do MP4s and stuff like that back then. This will just be like a JPEG. That's why you can see it only goes through a certain amount of time and it just loops. That's that effect, but obviously it's kind of noticeable. And it's really distracting. Like, this is very pixelated and distracting from what you're seeing. Like, I can hardly see anything. Like, these graphics might be good. The textures are good. Textures aren't. You unlocked the... Oh, awesome. Did I? Is it? What the hell's going on here? Continue. Sorry, the controller decided to have a freak out. Yeah. I don't know what that was. I didn't see it quick enough. Let's just double check that everything's going well. Let's just double check that everything's going well. Okay, cool.
And then
So-
I will be doing routine patrols of the Georgian border. Where we
Right,
will be
this
throughout the area for you.
is another
You must look
thing.
over and
Because
do
back
Seems pretty
here,
routine. What do you know that I don't?
nothing.
it was just easier just to do,
Will
like,
change in order to
videos.
reduce the risk of interception
I get a
by
couple of cheap paid actors,
friendly parties.
whack them out in different places, and just obviously just fly them out. It's just cheaper. Record it. Obviously, they don't have a script. They learn the lines. Record it. Send it back. Put this overlay onto it. Cut it down. That's it. And you've got like basically the story. It's only been like 2 different places so far. And they would have earned like tons off this game pretty much, because this was a like what beginning of the PlayStation 2 cycle of games. I think. Oh no, Smuggler's Run 1 was. So Smuggler's Run 2 would have been at the end of the PlayStation cycle. So to be honest, they would have got quite a fair bit of money, and PlayStation 2 was very popular. So these games would have been like. This would probably taken them at least a year or 2 to make, I'd say. I wouldn't expect any more than a year or 2 from this. This is like probably now me thinking, but I do know that they did create a lot of games then. It's like, oh, look at the cockpit vehicles, they were so awesome. They've got tons of different maps, but all you can tell is obviously it's quite a decent sized chunk maps. Obviously you can see there's the border, like that big mountain that you cannot climb with a vehicle. That would be your end. Oh, they had trains as well. I do remember that now. Me thinking about it. Contraband delivered. Obviously I'll have to probably just like try and source these files. The best thing I can probably do is that's water, I think. Yeah, that's water. The best thing to do would be for me to find out how to like export an ISO, which I think this is. Also the train, man. A lot of vehicles trying to go through. Oh, they all exploded. And, yeah. Cool. Yeah. Is the audio okay? Oh, it's obviously. It's because it's just stopped the audio. That's fine.
All right.
I probably will replay this through tomorrow to remind myself, but basically they're very kind of smallish maps for the single player aspect especially, and I would expect them to have used like maps like these and have just put them over to like a multiplayer kind of thing of like where you've got tons of people. I think most of the things they used was like AI. Basically, they used AI to go around with the vehicles. I know most was time based. So like when you did the main mission thing, because obviously these are missions. When you did the things that I remember, the game modes. Oh my god, I just flew. I don't remember that ever being a thing. That's obviously just a physics relation problem. Oh, engine stalled. Did I fail? Restart mission. Okay, I failed. That's cool. I know what I'm doing, but you can see the LOD, level of distance. You can see it by the shadows. And actually, it might not even be that. I don't even know. I don't know whether that is. Obviously, I'm trying to drive and play at the same time. So yeah, I think it is LOD, and also it's mainly shaders. Like not shaders, sorry, shadows. That I think it's having problems with here. Okay, perfect. I love the like little yellow smokes. I'm presuming these are basically like the packages are already there and the smoke is what is being spawned. That's probably how I do it. Oh. 100 delivery. Okay, I've got to follow the heli. Is that what this is? I've got to follow the heli up until it's dropped. Like, law enforcement detected. Okay, so the copter after me again. Oh, I don't even know how to brake. That was some FPS lag. That chance that might be my end. I don't know whether my computer's doing any well. I probably should open Task Manager and have a little look in a minute. Keep it up on my screen at least. I really don't think my computer should be able to handle this and 4K kind of like upscaled thing and all that stuff. And I would be aiming for this. Oh, I've titled it. Engine stalled. Engine restarting. Oh, I don't know how I did that. I just clicked a bunch of buttons. I would be making this 4K or close to 4K game because this is very basic. A lot of this is just open deserts. What I'd probably do is I'd do the same for Smugglers Run. I might either do a 2 remake or a 3. I probably might do a 3 to be honest. Create a new one. It's all my new ideas but referenced and based off this game. And then obviously if I have any problems, which I don't think I ever would, from like me, because I wouldn't be making money off it. That's the thing. It'd be something for like my portfolio or for me and like friends to play. Cool. I would if I was gonna sell it or whatever, I would rename it with something new, and obviously change different like assets and make it feel like a little bit more different from what they did back then. And I don't think I would get any problems probably. I don't know. This is cool though. I can definitely tell like I had so much fun on these kind of games. They're so awesome. Look at these cars in the background from these explosions happening somewhere. I think this is emulator at this point. I think this is basically capped at, I don't even know what the FPS is like. I think this is capped at about 30, I'd say. It might even be 60. I would have thought 30 for a game like that. But yeah, I'm playing with a PS5 controller right now as well. Just hilarious. Playing a game because you can play it. Oh.
Ready for a little? That free trade gang ain't happy we're here. They're gonna be good.
And you can obviously play this on play on mate. Oh, you can have different mates and stuff. Oh, I'm presuming this is AI mates. So you were all in buggies together and there's 3 of us. You can tell, so they must have done it from different, I don't even know. They must have done like a different opacity or, I don't know how they did that menu screen, not without looking at it properly. Right, see, touch the player on collisions, so basically I do like when this car is on collision with another car, which would be a custom, like a preset, like a class, like a set thing. The object is then, given to them. I don't know how I kind of do that. I might use it through a user interface, or actually I have it as an object in the vehicle. I'd probably do the object on the vehicle and have it based on the target location. Make it look a little bit better, because these just say you picked them up and they just disappeared. But could I make it better so that it's like it's on the vehicle itself? That'd be cool. And obviously different packages, different models, different textures. Not just have the same model over and over again, and also for it just basically you see the thing like you're doing now. You go over to it, it despawns. Do you like fucking destroy actor? Should be Unreal Engine. This was so fun. I'm so glad I'm playing this again. Oh, see, little things like that. That's awesome. Oh, and you can get destroyed. I forgot you can get blown up. It's very much like Destruction All Stars now, come to think of it. Feels like Destruction All Stars is very much based around this kind of thing. But I think Destruction All Stars, if I remember correctly, is more of like a survive as like long as you can. Oh, there we go. I'm going to obviously cut him off, catch him up. Oh, see, you've got the object at the top right, so that would have been user interface based. Of it coming up there, I would have thought more user interface of the coding where it would have been. Oh, okay, we've got one. Oh, one of us, yeah, delivered it. It's red against blue. I only figured that one out at the end. I wonder if it's going to give me more missions now. Doubt it will.
Not much information for this job. Some contraband.
It does, okay. Absolutely knackered. I don't think this game will take long to complete. Oh, that's a cool kind of thing. Beginning play. Make that like camera rotate and do the delay by like 1 second, and have those like text come up and just basically just do the scale. Those would have been damage, I would have said, of when obviously you're driving. I would have probably said physics actually. I would have said those are physics based. Actually, I don't know whether they would have been physics based then. I know things physics now are like very easy, but they were very computer intensive. Like power intensive then. I wonder. They'd probably just do it as a collision, to be honest. That's what I'd do. If I couldn't have physics on stuff. Is car has a collision box right on the front of it. Collision hit other collision box. Obviously, move it. It would have to move in the same direction as the player was facing. That would be too difficult. Obviously, having the momentum, that's something else. Let's go to downtown. Oof. Okay. No, they're physics. Me thinking about like 20 different other ways how to do it. No, those are physics. That's why there's only some of them probably. Nothing else is physics in the game apart from those. Oof. Game's chugging. I can obviously turn it down. It's trying to like anti-aliasing it. Although PS2 game is not going to be fun. They had kind of like, dude, the balloon would not land like that much. Like it wouldn't land that far. Like I'm sorry, but it just wouldn't. It's obviously set as when you get nearer to it, it kind of buggers off further. The music was good as well. Something else music would have to be focused on. I'd probably just rip the music, or rip like one or two of the tracks to have in the background. That'd be cool. Under arrest. Oh. I see you have a lot of. Oh, that's looking backwards. That's map. I'm actually pressing other buttons now. It does help. Okay, square is the break. I did think that'd been the case. Which one delivered? Oh, law enforcement detected. Okay, I was about to say it'd be told us at the bottom left when things are happening, like law enforcement and shit like that. These are so awesome. Oh, obviously we went over here and we got a new vehicle, didn't we? I do remember it now. Okay, you can just spam X. It'll speed it up. Watch for falling loot. That's the, I'm presuming that's like the... Ooh. I don't know what's going on here with the FPS. Ooh, everywhere, it's very choppy. I don't think this is engine based, I think this is my computer based. Ooh. Damage warning. Oh. Does the damage, oh, the damage goes up. Okay, it seems basically the car heals over time. It's a little bit stupid, but otherwise the amount of like the AI is very like it's trying to basically kill you. It's very violent. So yeah, you would, and way quicker than you. The AI speed of those vehicles are like, man, if I could drive like an AI, I'd be finished with this mission already. Like, oh, that's how you drift. Maybe not nicely, but that's how you drift. Oof. 1 out of 2. Oh, so this is my second one. Oh. I'm not looking at the user interface a lot, which is kind of funny. They've got animals? Oh my god, they've got animals. I don't know that. Kinda funny. Ooh. Okay. Random civvies. Cool. Just check some stuff. Okay. Let me also quickly get my task manager open on one of my screens. I'm having a feeling it might be me. Oh god, my CPU is very intensive at the moment. My GPU is not doing fun as well. It's obviously because I've got OBS open at the same time. And my OBS is this like capturing a 4K image and having to downscale it and send it out.
Okay, this stuff's gonna be dropped by plane. Follow it down and then get...
Ooh, we got different stuff. These just look like bosses, man. That looks so awesome. What I would do is on these, I would personally rip these from the game for now, put them in as a base like model, and these would be one of the things I'd be testing in game, is basically making it a lot high poly, and then obviously making it onto a low poly version, which would be this version. This version like of low poly is hardly got any polys, to be honest. It's got like that like brake backlight there, where that's a, I'd say that's a poly. I'd say this car is made out of about 100 polys, less than that. I'd say 50 polys, to be honest. 50 to 100 polys. And obviously that is on each car, and they are destructive. And this was like PlayStation 2. So. pretty good going, to be honest. So, another thing, when when the R2 is pressed, the camera display is removed and the waypoint is then put further up. Which is a bit weird. What I would... actually no, I think they might have done a good job. I mean, what I would do, I'd keep the waypoint in exactly the same place, otherwise it feels a little bit off that you're switching. The only thing that should... Ooh. Yeah, I'm under arrest now. The only thing that should be disappearing off that top is the... is that camera. That's the only thing I'd be removing. And the only thing is, you wouldn't even be removing it. Oh, technically, it's hidden. It's still there. I will just have it as hidden. Or opacity 0, basically. Yeah. Opacity 0, there, opacity 100 here. That's it, done. Those are on mines. Okay. 89. This thing is using up a lot of my CPU. Because I asked it to for some reason. I will quit the mission, yes. I will save and back out of here. And we're gonna...
Okay, this...
Okay. Let me config plugins video. Plugin settings. Let me have a look at the plugin settings for this thing. Just gonna open a pip. Open GL hardware. Probably the wrong thing to do as well for it. Native. Alright, 1080p. It's native as well. Have that as 8. Let's try 8. Fast, basic. Try this. System. I save fast. There we go. That should turn on. Be nice if I clicked yes. There we go. Trademark texture interactive. Those aren't too difficult, it's just getting the right font and then just using a red to orange gradient for that. That'd be pretty easy to do. Just taking a screenshot of that page basically. Obviously these are because of loading times, I would cut this. Like, this isn't needed. Looks cool. See, it's even saying like loading UI, because it is. I really think it is just how long it took to load the game. Even if it is obviously because it's quick here, I think all that was purposeful to show because of how long it took, even though it's already loaded like 2 seconds ago. Alright. Load. Test. I do want to load test. There we go.
Okay.
Let's see if this is any better. It feels way better, to be honest. I don't really know why I was doing it at 4K. Obviously I like to push things as much as they can go. I mean, what I might try and do is I might try and do the obviously all the textures in 4K, then downscale them to 1080p, do Unreal Engine 5 all in 1080 first, then try 4K. Or I might just do straight to 4K, but then obviously put the render settings and all that stuff to 1080p. I gotta try and think of that one. I can feel this is still very CPU intensive. Something like 20%. I think I know why. I'm using OpenGL. I think I'm using the wrong thing. This all should be using something else, I think. System, config, video, plugin settings. I think I'm using the wrong thing. OpenGL sounds about right, but Direct 3D. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. None of this can be skipped, can it? Because it's still loaded to go. They used a lot of their scanline. That's not even moving. I don't know what would even be moving there. If I was running this in 3ds Max, I'd have the floor move. Make it look like it was moving, and then have the camera rotate. Right. Load. Go buggy again. Let's go buggy this time actually. That's probably the better. I think this is 6%, 6.5. Because I mean, my Google is. Well, I can probably close these down actually, like for Google. Oh, I got another Google open. No. Yeah. Gonna be lower and better for my computer. Not gonna want to kill itself. To be honest, that's still the same performance wise. I think obviously because this wasn't 1080p, and obviously I want to see it at 1080p, it's still having to upscale everything and make everything look nice. So it will be doing some CPU work. Because that this feels better. And also I think it's because I turned off Google. Me saying it feels better. Anyway, it's not too bad. We'll be able to do with it. About 1 hour 6? Bloody hell. Ooh, straight through. There's the one. Dude, look at how far. It went so far then. How is it over there? I think those are. They fly around away from the player. Like on a radius kind of thing. That's what I'd do for here. Go on a radius as soon as it hits the floor, then spawn in the other one. That's why it's so far away. Or at least spawn in a radius from where it dropped. What I'd do is I'd make it a radius of the circle. And I'd spawn it the furthest away from the player. The player has to drive there a little bit more. It'd be really awesome to see whether I can find out who developed, like who helped develop this, like people. Just dig around a little bit more information about what goes on. That'd be very interesting actually. speak to someone about it. Oh, especially when I'm like nearly done as well. Oof, that grass is like flying there. Oh, engine stalled. Oof. I don't know what I was pressing for it to be restarted. Oh no. These were fun though, but like the AI are so intense. Like, you've got a buggy. Those are cool little vehicles, whatever, but man, they're not like. Lose all pursuiters. Oh my god. Dude. What have I got to like just kill them all? Like, obviously I've got to try and get them to start destroying each other. Dude, drifting everywhere, it's so good. What is that? I can see the render box in here, man. Oof. Keep spinning. Cool. They were dead. New high score, apparently so. Lovely. My stick is responding to that. That's also something else I'd have to do is controller support. Should be fine though.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary on this one. My only concern is keeping our base location hidden. They know we're here now, only they don't know where.
Right, I will do a last one because this is like really fun. This is the last one. Then I'm gonna get some sleep. We'll wake up in the morning, and I don't have to obviously play the whole of it to understand, but this did have a fair bit of maps. So you just do like the main parts of, oh look, there's a lake. Have some like terraforming ideas, or not terraforming, like have some ideas of how the terrain is going to work, and I probably would use a mask to. He's on our team as well, isn't he? So. Oh, we gotta help him. What the hell's going on? Oh, the blue's got it. Get him. I got it. I got it. Go. Now you got it. Now I got it. Go, 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 go. Right. Transferred. No. Oh. Cool. New drops. Perfect. Oof. What else? Yeah, I'd use it like a mask basically to create these. You can do it in Unreal Engine as the terrain thing, but depends which is easier and quickest. Might be Unreal Engine. You'll have a lot more if you don't like something because of the editing thing. You'll be able to just change it, I think. A lot. more. I don't know whether you'd be able to change it with the texture. Or you could just change the texture. I mean, that's like no big easy. But where the hell have they gone? Oh my god, we are about to get our asses kicked. 7. Oh my god. Dude, are you still freaking spinning around trying to get to it? What have you actually done, you idiot? Moron. Right, we should have the upper hand now. We've always. Oh. Go on, keep going. Oh my god, the freaking hills have got like the polygons. It's like awful, awful, man. Right, go, go, go. Block. Dude, go. Cool, perfect. Go back for more. Obviously, I blocked that person off. So I haven't been able to like into my guy. Into my team squad member. Right, so some of these big ones are I need to skedoodle from that thing. There's the cop there. No. Okay. Driving around. Didn't see it going. Oh, they just made it as well, I think. No, they haven't. Oh, no, they have. Right, let's go. Ooh, quite a few blues over that way. Ooh. Where's our first smoke? It's over there. Dude, one of the blue guys just camping it. Ooh. Cool. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Dude, hopefully he goes and gets it. Oh. Oh, it's 12, isn't it? Okay. Straight over. Oh. So that one coming and me cutting them all off. Oh. No, 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 no. No. Oh. Go, my dude. Well, the AI is really good. Like, I've never seen this good AI before. Like, this is, like, they're pretty good. Oh, was it the other way? No, the other way. Oh, we can go this as soon as the one I'm carrying as soon as it gets to my warehouse. We'll win. Let's go. That was fun. Continue. We will go to the menu now. We'll back out, and I am gonna get some Z's. You've got turf wars. You say you're the best. There it is. All you have to do is get through all the checkpoints. Okay, those are the missions. Those are just the races. Enjoy the scenery. Listen to the tunes and get to know the local. If you're on top, right? If you're not, high scores. Okay, just. You can see how many missions are. Oh god. Dude. How many missions? If it actually goes to 100 missions, 36. That's quite a fair bit, to be honest. I'm kind of glad I'm stopping now. Thought I'd be at this like all day. We can turn down. That was pretty noisy. Amphibian creatures. Oh, amphibian creatures. Monastery. Try configuration. Gas. Okay. Ah. Okay, well, that don't work. Config 1. Ah, gas. So there's different configs, but the upshift, downshift. So those are things. Drift pitch control. That was for reverse, and that was sorry, what? That's reverse. That's brake. That's drift pitch control. Ah. Oh, that did feel like a little bit more of that. That did feel like brake. I didn't know that they were trying to with reverse. Camera. Look back. Camera. That might have been different cameras. I thought you can have horn steering. Is that? Oh, you can just use that as gas and brake. That's cool. You can have so 4 configurations. Those would be easy. Okay. I will keep it. You can have play 1, play 2. I will leave it at that. Extras. Responsible parties. Movie theatre. Concept art. Ooh. Dude, these are like really well. So we can use these if we wanted to make models from scratch. There's some decent concept artists at Rockstar. Well, they're bound to. These would have been the final illustrations that they chose. They like having different views of it. Ah, see, this is what I mean. So you'd have it like geography maps. S would be for. Okay, so you got zones, different zones. You got zone 5. Africa is a concept map. Zone 4. Zone. So these are the different zones you'd have to go from. You'd have to go from zone 1, village 1, to zone 2, to zone 3, to zone 4, to zone 5. Temple, sand ruined, village, bridges. These are cool. Huge. Explosion burst. It's cool. Go on. Number 2 is one of falling down. Different buildings, and obviously those bounded buildings can be used as ramps. Cool. Pops, burnt village, fallen wall, burnt trees. Okay. Other props ruins you can drive through, walls and stuff like that. Ah, that's what it is. A minefield. Yeah. That makes sense. Old palace. Very cool. You can see the different ones between digital, from the looks of it anyway, from digital and drawing. That, I believe that is digitalized. I think. And that is more drawing based, and you can tell because of the top of the drawing pad at the top of the scanner. Beautiful. And these are obviously just JPEGs. Props. Like
movie clip art of what all the things look like together, like the cars. Ah, yes, that's cool. Of having different height measurements, so saying like how high things are and how high are the biggest rocks in the game you can go to. 6 meters, 5 meters, 3 meters, and 2 meters. You have dunes, you have sand dunes, and you have oasis. Secret island. I'll play out. So there's obviously an island somewhere in the game. You get down the mountain, temple. Right, these are player scales for the props. Obviously, we don't really see many players apart from on bikes. These have probably would have been the height that was used for them. That's cool. Minefield. Obviously, you can really use this in 3ds Max to get a like a basic layout of stuff. Mostly would just be using splines at this point. Yeah, I'll just use splines for that. Truck, tank. Like one of the burned out villages, the layout of how it would look. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Military power. That's cool. Tanks. Another map. Zones. So this is SR2, so it'd be Smugglers Run 2 concept map, level 2 Vietnam. This is cool. Because a lot of games you don't see maps. Stuff like that. You obviously characters. But you never really see maps. Vietnam. Some more props and ruins and stuff like that. That's awesome. I would like to do not only dunes and sand dunes and stuff like that. I like deserts. I would like to do more like a jungle. That'd be awesome. Very like jungle parts and I would be thinking like Vanguard's new that's cool. I'd be thinking at this point the Angel Studio logo, the Rockstar logo, the intro, the user interface, the intro seat. It's just a video playing just to get it ready of the actual game loading. Career, FMV1, FMV2. I haven't unlocked the rest, so credits. Smugglers Run 2. Rockstar production of An Angel Studios game. Angel Studios. Lead artist, 3D level builders, 3D artists, 3D vehicle artists, one of them. Sound programmers. So basically, from the sounds of this, it was Angel that was created the game, and Rockstar that basically backed it up. Rockstar Games, Sam Houser, Dan Houser, Jamie King. I know a lot of those names. Rockstar video credits, Sam Houser, yeah. Writers. They did a lot of this stuff. This was basically the story. Post-production. Oh, it should have been all you. Yeah. Your cast. Live on driver to drive the player. Voiceovers. Nancy Russian. Fires. Locations. Cool. Am I able to go back through the credits at all? Slow it down or speed it up? Nope. I'm unable to. I'd only be able to go back through again. A little more for your viewing pleasure. That's cool. Right. I think what we'll do is we will leave that there for today. Cool. Right, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. What we'll do, does that doesn't change each time, does it? It doesn't. That's weird. I'm sure it used to. Well, it doesn't now, anyway. Anyway, I will get off now. It's cool. It's interesting to look back at this. Obviously, this was like 2001 was Smuggler's Run 2. And obviously the PlayStation. The Smuggler's Run 1. Hang on, should we find that out real quick before I end the video? Let's have a little look. Let's go. Smuggler's Run. Yeah, Smuggler's Run. When was the game released? 2000. That would have been on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, it was a launch title. Yeah. So from this, see this. I think I remember Smuggler's Run, the first one, more than its predecessor, Smuggler's Run 2. So it might be beneficial to have a little look at Smuggler's Run 1, seeing as I think that is the one that I played the most, mostly from the looks of it. It was a new map, it was a continuation of the story, and a different user interface, and that was it. Just looked good. Brings back memories. Smuggler's Run 2 looks good, and like it is. So that's Smuggler's Run 2. Hostile Hydro. Smuggler's Run. So awesome. They did a GTA Online Smuggler's Run update. Awesome. Well, that is what we'll do. We will get Smuggler's Run 1, Smuggler's Run 2, so we can check what kind of cars they always kept. What I probably will do, I will use all the cars that was used in 1 and 2, and then obviously probably try and create some more. If obviously I've got time and everything like that, but I'll probably just be exporting these things from 1 and 2, upgrading them to higher polys and baking them onto these lower poly versions. It's nice in a way. I'm kind of going for my low poly game, because I don't have to make low poly like models at all. I can just go from these, and because obviously they're just very low poly anyway. This is like a 20-year-old game, so they're going to be very, very low poly, and yeah, be able to make some really nice high poly things for them. Oh, hiya. I can't remember. What's up? Polly was here. Oh, literally, I played this back about 10 years ago. Hang on, what? Yeah, 10 years ago I played this game. Back on PS2, and obviously I'm at university studying games design, and I've been doing games design now for the last 10 years, of like whilst I was at secondary school and everything. So whilst doing it at university now, I've got a little bit of a break off from uni, so I was like, I really would like to make either a remake of the second one, or a remake of the first one, or a new one. And I think I've decided I want to go for the third one. My condolences about uni. To be honest, it's really fun. I love going to the university that I'm at. I love working and trying to like study games design and create games. I love it. Um, it's difficult sometimes. We had a submission that we had to hand in this Friday, and some of the things, because obviously it's Christmas holiday, you don't work over Christmas, or you try not to. And obviously I hadn't done any work at all, so it was catch up over the Christmas break, and I've been working solidly, and I thought, you know what, I should have like a little bit of a break, play some games. But then I've always had this project in mind, and I think probably now is the time to execute it. Love going to it, yeah, but in 2020 and 2021, yeah, yeah. Um, I was in college in those years, 2020 and 2021. Um, it really got messed around. There's a lot of things that I wasn't able to do. I knew quite a lot of stuff anyway. So when I went to college, it was only up until like the second year that I was actually learning stuff, and we didn't really get taught a lot. There was about 1 or 2% that I was actually taught from the course. Obviously, for anyone else, they learned quite a lot. For me, not really. I'd already been doing it during GCSEs. I was making games and trying to do stuff. Trying to make things exciting. I did like Black Ops 3 mod tools for zombies and multiplayer. I didn't really post anything to the things, but obviously that was my like my toe dipping into games design and engines. And this is before I kind of really touched the Unreal Engine. So I went to a more difficult game engine to start off, because then going to Unreal Engine, it's a little bit better, it's a little bit nicer. Because it's easy to understand everything. It's the only thing that I'm having to learn is blueprints and nodes and stuff, which is more the scripting part of games. But putting models and stuff like that. Did you pick this career before Brexit? Yeah, I picked it. This was back in secondary school. I think it was year 7 or year 8 for me. So this would have been two. I actually don't know. I think it was about 2010 that I decided to like. Hey, what are we in now? Sorry, 2021. Sorry, probably not that long. About 8 years. Sorry, 8 years. I decided I want to go into games. I love games. I play games all the time, and it interested me. And then obviously, I've taught myself. I looked at some YouTube videos when I was stuck, but a lot of it I just sat there and I did it. When I obviously friends went on trying to like play games and stuff, I would launch up my computer and I'd get cracking with stuff, or I'd do drawings in maths class of what like a certain game, like a certain map should look like, and what weapons should look like for Black Ops 3 mod tools, and what like weapons I should put in, how I should put stuff in, and scripting. Obviously, I hadn't had a lot of scripting before. Have you seen the playtest episode from Black Mirrors? No, I don't think I have. I've never played Black Mirrors actually. I've always wanted to, but I think that was a title at beginning of Xbox One. Oh, hang on. The playtest. Oh, playtest episode. Oh, from. I'm probably thinking of something else. It's like 3:35 in the morning. You can probably see at the bottom. So I am knackered. British TV show. That's the episode. Playtest episode from Black Mirror. No, I've actually never seen this. 2011. Okay. Right. No, I've never seen this actually. I probably should. Okay. You probably like it. Thank you. What's it about? Ah, that's cool. Yeah. Several individuals covered with the infection of cutting edge technology in the personal life. You know what? I think I would like that. Oh, thank you. That is something I will have to watch. When obviously I've got the time. The computer game in right. That's cool. Yeah. I will check that out, definitely. Thank you very much. At the moment of Netflix, I think the last thing I've watched is The Witcher. That's because I love the Witcher games. For like Witcher 3, I haven't completed it ever. I haven't really played it a lot, but I've started playing it, and I keep playing it, and then something new will come out, or something else will interest me, or something like that. So, time for some music. I haven't actually got any music set up. It was basically I was just playing the game just. Let me get it up real quick. I was playing the game just, and I was just saying I'm gonna head off, and then obviously you've you started messaging in chat. So I will be on for like the next I'll be on for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I will head off. I don't know whether I'm able to play any specific music of copyrights. I don't know. I don't know what copyright things are now. Obviously, for live streams, you used to get copyright striked, and then your live stream would go down. Not copyrighted. Yeah. Oh, is this not copyrighted? Licensed to YouTube by Thingy. Okay. It's a PSA. Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be fine. I will write that on a second with But have you ever played Smuggler's Run at all? I'd be interested to know. Obviously, I'll turn off the audio of this in a second and have a little bit of music in the background. Actually, what I'll do, I will mute that and I'll put that on. There you go. Oh, there's no audio, is there? That explains a lot. I had my audio muted on the on the main monitor thing. Yeah, is it GTA 5? It's basically it's a what was the game I was thinking of? It's a bit like Rocket League, and Destruction All Stars, which is a new game on PS5. It's a bit like that, but it's very, very early, like 20 years ago, predecessor. It was it's very much like Capture the Flag, actually, if you had cars. And obviously everything is really low poly, and textures are like 280p and stuff like that. They're probably just like one singular texture with a different, like, they're probably actually the pixel map textures more than likely. I will play one of the missions, you know, just to show you. So obviously you had this of you had tons of like different AI. This is like one of the missions. Let's get it up. You got different vehicles and stuff like that. The funny thing is, I'm playing this with a PS5 controller as well. Let me get the audio back up. Yeah, GTA 5 is good. I do play GTA 5 a lot. When I was growing up as a kid, I didn't really know, but man, I played a lot of Rockstar games. I played pretty much every Rockstar game that kind of came out. I didn't know it, obviously. I just picked games because they looked cool. I didn't really understand who they were developed by, or back then anyway. I was like, what? I was about 7 or 8, probably less than that. And I didn't understand what games were. As far as this concern was to me, this was a driving game. It was fun. Oh god, the thing for that. Oh my, destroy the target video for a vehicle. This looks like a demo that comes with the Windows 95, yeah. It does. Feels like it.
does feel, it feels old. Reverse. I was basically just going through some of the mechanics that they use, because basically what I'm doing is I'm wanting to create this as a Smuggler's Run 3 in Unreal Engine, and in probably 2 weeks. That's hopeful, but it'd probably take a little bit more. I remember what Hover is in from Rockstar. It's like as in like Dan Hoover. Was it Dan Hoover? I can't remember. My brain is really like messed up at the moment. I'm just knackered. But yeah, I was basically just saying of like the camera at the top there is basically a camera on the back of the vehicle that's obviously you can't see in this camera, in this viewport, but that guy's about to die. He just got stuck on the thing. That's hilarious. But obviously it's behind the vehicle, and it's hidden in our viewport. I think like that. I don't know why they don't do that nowadays. Well, I think it's mainly as well with having like a 4K like game and stuff like that. Camera. Apparently backs off. Does it? I haven't really looked, because obviously I've been I'm trying to kind of like semi-play, because what I said was like today I just want to play the game. I want to remember how it felt like before diving in any mechanics, and as soon as I started looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I've gotta like assess some stuff. I was playing, it's kind of fun. Oh wait. Oh, I know what you mean. Like if camera gently backs off as your speed increases, feels. Yeah, it does. You like the main viewport thing of the camera. Yeah, it does. I don't think it doesn't do it at all on the back. On the back camera. But yeah, no. I know what you mean now. Yeah. Sorry, I'm away with it. I promise I'll be better. I'll be more awake tomorrow. Obviously, having deadlines for uni, I've been getting hardly any sleep. Being like doing work. One of the days I worked for a whole 24 hours straight, and it was killing me. That was my fault. I wasn't very good with time management because over Christmas. Yeah, the way this is played as well on the controller, X is gas, circle is oh jeez, okay. Yeah, X is gas, triangle is reverse, circle is like drift with like a pitch, and square is reverse. It's weird. It's really weird. Obviously these are kind of probably the controls that we played. There is different like inputs, like preferences that you can choose, and you can change, which is cool. But I thought mainly basically everything was trigger based, other than guns and vehicles. I think that was pretty much defaulted at PS3 level, unless it was a very weird game. But like it, yeah, obviously you can change it, but the default for this game is like X. Just weird. But so obviously on this one, on one of these missions, this is one of like cops are chasing after you, as you have to like pick up different things and take them to certain places. Oh, yeah, your engine stalls as well, and okay, damage warning. I think you restarted. Okay, I never know how to actually turn it on, like the restart thing. I believe it's square. More hot dinners than Polly's. Seriously, I mean, the thing is with this, because obviously I'm doing like a that black person did not look good. That is just a black texture on that guy. No normal maps, nothing. Quite funny. you can see the render distance as well. Look at the level of detail. You'll have you've got 2 levels of detail on this. That's how you can tell. Look at the back. Hang on, let's try and find something. Try and find a good place where it starts. Right, you can see right down at the bottom there, the grass. Like there you go. You've just started launching, and you can see it going up that mountain, and then you can see the closest shadow is overpassing it again with a little bit higher of a better resolution. It also fixes some smoothing polygons and stuff like that. But the thing is with this, in games, obviously you've got to have like a low poly version for both like the level of distance as well as the textures. Basically, you don't just create like a really high poly model in 3ds Max and then just like pop it straight into game engine. It's not gonna work, and it's gonna really like performance. Probably you're gonna have a lot of performance problems in your game. So what you do is you create like a really high poly version, and then you bake it, which is basically like kind of like turning it into textures, and then it's basically like all the detail and like loveliness of the model. You're taking all that away from it and then putting it on a low poly model that's basically like a lot less. For instance, I was doing a bit of work for uni, and one of the models I use ZBrush. ZBrush is a sculpting tool, and anything that you sculpt in it will come out as thousands of polygons. These are usually used for characters. ZBrush is used for characters. Time expired. Oh, I suck at time. So yeah, your ZBrush is normally for characters. Any character in a game is made in ZBrush sculpting. Your 3ds Max is more of like those boxes back there, things that would be made in a factory or made by a hand. ZBrush is for more things of like that was made by nature. Where's a little bit, but ZBrush thing that I made was like it was 200,000 polys. That's a lot of polys. Even though I'm only doing it for a render, it's gonna affect that, and it's more difficult to do stuff with. So it's very difficult to go from a high to a low poly, but I managed to do it, and I got it down to 49,000, which is still quite a lot for what it was. But it was better than so basically I'd reduced it by a quarter of its thing. But what I can do with this is if I export this game and I get all these files, lovely files that's in this, I can use these vehicles that you're seeing now. I can use these as a low poly model. I can whack this then into 3ds Max, create that, upgrade them to high poly models, and then bake that the material and take all that lovely high poly goodness and put it onto this vehicle here. But then obviously we're still running on really low poly, but it'll look good. Or we might have a couple more polys than this in Unreal Engine. We'll have, depends of how bad it looks. It might look really awful, and if so, then I'd make this a little bit more poly, a little bit more polygons, and have that as the low poly, if you know what I mean. Then obviously make a beauty one. Can't you paint higher and higher LOD in a spiral around until you get hit with 16 milliseconds? Basically, yeah, I think you can. I haven't messed around with too much with the LODs yet. You paint higher and higher. Yeah, pretty much. The LODs though in this. I mean, there's only 2 LODs in this. I'd probably have at least 8. Oof. Oh, I'm about to die. I think I died again. I gotta go. Yeah, no, that's fine, dude. Don't worry. Take care. Thank you for coming on. If you want, drop on the stream tomorrow, then. I'll be doing. I'll probably be going into development of like production log and like ideas. Or more, actually no, I'll probably be going for exporting this. I don't know how long that's going to take, or whether it's going to be any easy. It probably should be. All it is exporting it from an ISO file to that. I might even be able to just use a WinRAR or something to export it. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. Never really done that. So, yep. We will try and figure out a way how to get all these models more. But yeah, if you want to join, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much for joining. How long? Oh yeah, you have a ton of it. Top there, 50 seconds. The thing with this as well, we saw a concept art earlier, and yeah, having a look at those concept arts, you can just see the models that they made of the concept art stuff, and kind of pretty funny. Pretty cool seeing them. You know, the things that I've just seen in the sketches. 10 seconds? Man, how many seconds do you get given? Oh, I'm not gonna make that. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, this one's difficult. I'm sucking at it as well. That doesn't help. Yeah, I will return to my mission and I will head off for tonight because I am knackered and I've got to be up. I'm gonna get up tomorrow and continue live streaming. We're just gonna try and work on this, and you guys can come pop in whenever you want and say hello or help out or come in with ideas. Be awesome. Cool. There we go. I love the way. Rainbow's coming up. It's as if it wants me to play it. Cool. Well, thank you all for dropping in. I mean, it's gonna be nice. Trying to create this. It's cool. So. And also, there's obviously I'm still in like university, so there's a lot of stuff I still don't know how to do. But it's a good time to learn. Doing projects like these, I've done like 2 projects in the past, and that I never knew how to do stuff. And you learn a lot from projects and deadlines. So doing this little project, and obviously not too much of a deadline, but doing the project, it'll benefit me. I'll learn quite a fair bit from it. So yeah. Right, I will get off. So I hope you guys have a lovely night, and I'll see you tomorrow.